And it means that MIKEL ARTETA now has 100 Premier League wins as a manager, and he's got there in extremely quick time. Let's put it in context for you. Some great names that he's up on this list with.
Wow.
He's got there faster than Arsene Wenger by 10 games.
Wow.
But he's in some great company, isn't he?
Oh, you know what? Wow, that's respect. Wow. You know, you think, oh, you got a chance. He did. You know, they stayed with him. They were patient. He must have been winning football matches at the time. I mean, that is an unbelievable to be. You know, you're only 7 behind Sir Alex Ferguson. You know, Jurgen Klopp, who's, you know, we say a legend. You know, he's 10 games. I mean, phenomenal. Absolutely, fair play to him. Fair play. I know people will go, yeah, but he hasn't won the league.
Does that matter?
It's all about timings. Doesn't matter if you're a heavyweight. If you're a heavyweight challenger, and Mike Tyson's about, you're not winning the world title, and it's a bit like that. You just bang unlucky. You've got to accept that you were the second best at the time, and if they weren't about, I would have won. It's just timings, you know. How many people won the 400 hurdles when Michael Johnson was about? Yeah, no one. You know, and that's how it works. It's just timings. They're bang unlucky. They are bang unlucky, in my opinion. I know people might say, oh, well, you've got to make your own luck, but their squad. You know, the problem with Arsenal they got as well, that they've got, is next season to improve this team. How do you improve it? You know, it's a bit like Tottenham a few years back. Tottenham had an unbelievable 11. You know, you said Tottenham have to improve, but you're an agent, you go and see someone, you go, right, I need a centre forward. Right, I'll meet up with him. I want to sign you 60 million. Where am I playing? Oh, you're not playing. You won't get in this team at the moment. Why would you come?
And when you're looking at Man City, the way I'd look as well, the big question mark I look at Man City over the last year or two when they've had so much success is, will they lose that hunger and that desire, or maybe a little bit, maybe human nature? I don't see it with Pep. I think as long as City are there and the recruitment, the young players they've got coming through, the people like Haaland, I think as long as City have that hunger and desire, which they seem to have, it's so difficult to stop.
They always bring in that hunger, didn't they? Like, they bring in Haaland, who's hungry. You know, Jack Grealish, hungry. You know, Doku, hungry. They just bring in them just to, you know, Kovacic, hungry. They just bring them in to add to the people that just keep on, like Phil Foden, who's won 5. What was he, won 4 or 5? Well, that's ridiculous, isn't it? If he was in a book, you'd read that book and go, that can't happen.
I just want to ask you about a striker, because looking at City, they won the league without Haaland. They played with that false 9 role. They bring in Haaland, give him a different option to win the treble. What's next for Arsenal then? We're talking about bridging that gap. Would a striker do that, in your opinion?
I do like Havertz, but I think they do need that pace up front.
Played well today, Havertz, didn't he?
Oh, no, he's a good player. He's top drawer. I'm a big fan of his. But they need that real electric pace, you know, that can turn it up. You know, like today, Haaland comes on, the defence are like that. Oh, here we go. You know, Arsenal haven't really got that, and they struggled against Villa because they didn't have that.